In this episode, we will explore the city of Shiraz and visit its beautiful Pink Mosque. After that, we head to Persepolis, the ancient capital of the Persian Empire. And finally, we will explore an abandoned 400-year-old Silk Road hotel. And along the way, we will visit many more interesting ancient sites. After 2 days on the beautiful island of Qeshm, it was time to move on. Saying goodbye wasn't easy. This place had truly left an impression on me. But the road was calling. We continued our journey toward Tehran with exciting stops ahead in Shiraz, Persepolis and Isfahan, places rich in history and stories waiting to unfold. Meow.
خدافزی فرزانه خدافز.
Yes, you can see guys now we are waiting for our ship to get on with the car and drive over to Pol and then continue our journey to Shiraz. Our first stop was the small town of Lari. We came here with one goal, to try the famous Lari Kebab. The meat is marinated for hours in yogurt, sometimes even up to 2 days, making it incredibly tender and full of flavor. It's then grilled over charcoal, giving it a deep smoky taste. And honestly, it was one of the best kebabs I've had so far in Iran. After our lunch break, we continued our journey toward Shiraz. The road stretched on for hours, and after 5 hours of driving, we finally arrived at Maharloo Lake, our last stop for the day before reaching the city. Yeah guys, welcome to the all dried out Maharloo Lake. Unfortunately, the lake is dried out because now it's dry season, and I hoped I'm gonna see here a beautiful pink lake. But yeah, Ali also told me that this is the end of the dry season, so now the rainy season will start by the end of October, and the lake gonna become again pink and full of water. Because you see here, usually where I walk, there is water. Yeah, that's now salty. It's all white, and you see this swans, gondolas, or how you call them. So this is how crispy it sounds. Salty. It's all salt. Here you can see a little bit pinkish. So you see that the lake is pink. Maharloo Lake is famous for its striking pink color, caused by high salt concentrations and natural algae that thrive in these extreme conditions. But it's not just a photographer's dream. Maharloo is a vital sanctuary for wildlife. Depending on the season, you can spot thousands of migratory flamingos wading through the shallow, salt-rich waters, adding a touch of elegance to the rose-colored horizon. Whether you are walking across the glistening white salt crust in the dry season or witnessing a deep red sunset reflecting on the water, Maharloo Lake is a powerful reminder of the raw and colorful beauty of the Iranian plateau. Good morning, guys, and welcome to the beautiful city of Shiraz. So for today we are going to have a quick trip to Shiraz because I'm just one day here. Tomorrow on our way to Isfahan we will visit Necropolis and Persepolis and also a Caravanserai. But for today we will go to Shiraz and do as much as possible. This is it for today, and lay back and enjoy this beautiful episode. Our first stop in Shiraz was the breathtaking Nasir al-Mulk Mosque, often referred to as the Pink Mosque. Built in the late 19th century during the Qajar era, this mosque stands out as one of the most unique in Iran. It was commissioned by Mirza Hassan Ali Nasir al-Mulk, a local ruler with a distinct artistic vision. What makes this mosque so special is its remarkable use of color. The interior is covered in pink tiles, floral patterns, and intricate Persian designs. It is especially famous for its morning light show, when sunlight streams through colorful stained glass windows and reflects across the carpets, filling the entire space with vibrant colors. While the mosque wasn't directly designed after the nearby pink-toned Maharloo Lake, its name and color palette beautifully mirror the natural vivid tones of the region. As Ali explained to me, many of the artistic elements were also inspired by European art, something highly unusual for Iran in the late 19th century. Nasir wanted to bring these influences into his mosque, blending them with traditional Persian craftsmanship. Standing there, you can truly feel this unique mix of cultures, light, and artistry all coming together in one extraordinary place. Our next stop in Shiraz brought us to the elegant Naranjestan Qavam, also known as the Naranjestan Museum. Built in the late 19th century during the Qajar era, this historic house once belonged to the influential Qavam family, one of the most powerful families in Shiraz at that time. Today, it stands as a beautifully preserved example of traditional Persian residential architecture. As you step inside, you are immediately surrounded by a world of intricate details, from delicate mirror work and painted ceilings to finely crafted wooden doors and colorful tiles. Every corner of the house reflects the elegance and artistic craftsmanship of that period. The name Naranjestan comes from the orange trees that filled the garden courtyard. In spring, the scent of orange blossoms spreads through the air, adding another layer of atmosphere to this already stunning place. Much like other buildings from the Qajar era, you can also notice subtle European influences in the design, a reflection of Iran's growing cultural exchanges at that time. Walking through the halls and gardens, it feels less like a museum and more like stepping into a different time, a quiet glimpse into the life of Shiraz aristocracy in the 19th century. We kept walking through Shiraz until we found this really old spice shop. At first, I didn't even realize what it was. It was full of old photos. The owner was quite old as well, almost like he had grown with the shop. Places like this feel special, like they've been holding stories for decades. These are the kinds of places that stay with you. And as we continued walking through Shiraz, I knew there was still so much more to explore. Our next site was Shah Cheragh Shrine, meaning the King of Light. This shrine is one of the most important spiritual sites in Iran, after Qom and Mashhad. Yeah, finally they let us in here after 30 minutes security check. And yeah, this is the third most important sacred or holy site for Shia Muslims in Iran. And yeah, now I can film here as much as I want, but only with my mobile phone. Ali explained to me that the shrine houses the tomb of Ahmad ibn Musa, the brother of Imam Reza. Ali Reza is the 8th Imam in Shia Islam. He lived in the 9th century and is buried in Mashhad, where his shrine is today the most important pilgrimage site in Iran. Ahmad ibn Musa traveled to Iran to join him, but was killed along the way, and this site was later built over his burial place. Yeah, as you saw, this is the art of Mu'arraq that Ali explained. So all the small pieces here are done with hand, and they all painted with hand and then later put together, and all them together you can see a big picture. So if I walk now more forward, you see this is like a big mosaic, and it gives a sort of like a mural. So it's a big mural. Yeah guys, we are going now into the big mausoleum, you can say also, and have a look inside. It's a lot of mirrors as far as I know. Inside the heart of the mosque there are millions of tiny mirror tiles reflecting the light in every direction, creating a space that truly lives up to its name, the King of Light. In the evening, we walked around the historic fortress of Karim Khan, one of the most iconic landmarks of Shiraz. Built in the 18th century during the Zand dynasty, this fortress once served as the royal residence of Karim Khan Zand, the ruler who made Shiraz his capital. With its massive walls and distinctive leaning towers, the Arc is a reminder of a time when this city was the center of power in Iran. After exploring the area, we decided to try some local desserts, saffron ice cream and falude. Falude is a traditional Persian dessert made from thin rice noodles mixed with a chilled syrup of rose water, lime juice and sugar. It's refreshing, slightly tangy and perfect for a warm evening in Shiraz. تو هوا پسه دنیا جهنمه دست منو بگی تو اوج استرام بازم منو ببر با موسیقی بخوان هر جا بری میام دلگرم و بیقرار بی من سفر نرو. After the dessert, we continued walking through the Vakil Bazaar here in Shiraz. This place dates back to the 18th century and was built also by Karim Khan Zand, who built the fortress in Shiraz. As you walk through it, you really feel the history, the long corridors, the smell of spices and the sound of the people trading, just like they've been doing here for centuries.
پودر فلفل قرمز خیلی تند داری؟ آتیشی هم داری تست
Yeah, one good friend of mine said like, oh, bring me some really spicy spice, you know, some red pepper spice from Iran. And I said, okay. And my guy said, okay, I can eat spicy food and I'm gonna taste it for you. And we are now at our fourth stand and he's gonna taste if it's spicy enough. Huh? Okay. Yeah, finally, after our fourth stand now of spice cellar, we found one that is really good, and Ali approved it, and now I'm gonna buy it. While we were exploring, Ali showed me something really interesting: how artisans make these traditional hatam boxes. It's an incredibly detailed process where they use tiny pieces of wood, metal and bone to create these geometric patterns. Everything is handmade, and you can really see how much patience and precision goes into each piece. Moments like this make you appreciate the craftsmanship behind things you would normally just walk past. And before we left the bazaar, Ali also showed me how they produce rose water, another traditional craft that has been part of Persian culture for generations. The next morning, we continued our journey toward Isfahan. But before reaching the city, we made a stop at one of the most important historical sites in Iran, Persepolis. Persepolis was founded more than 2,500 years ago by Darius I, who built it as the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire. It was designed to showcase the power and wealth of one of the greatest empires of the ancient world. Over time, his successors, including Xerxes I, expanded the city, adding grand palaces, massive staircases, and impressive halls where delegations from across the empire would gather. Persepolis was not just a city, it was a symbol of unity where people from different cultures and regions came together under one empire. But its glory did not last forever. In 330 BC, Alexander the Great invaded Persia, captured the city, and eventually burned it to the ground. What was once one of the richest and most magnificent cities in the world was reduced to ruins. Today, these ruins stand as a reminder of a powerful empire, its rise and its dramatic fall, frozen in time yet still telling its story. Here you can see the Apadana staircase, one of the most iconic parts of Persepolis. This grand staircase once led to the Apadana Palace, where the kings of the Achaemenid Empire received delegations from across their vast empire. Along the walls, detailed carvings show these delegations: Medes, Egyptians, Babylonians, Persians, Lydians, Ethiopians, and Ionians, each bringing gifts and wearing their traditional clothing. It was a powerful symbol of unity and diversity. At its peak, the Persian Empire stretched from Ethiopia all the way to Central Asia, reaching as far as modern-day Kazakhstan, one of the largest empires in history. After exploring the ruins, we climbed up the hill behind the site and visited the tomb of Artaxerxes III, carved directly into the rock, a quiet and powerful reminder of the empire that once ruled this land. Our next destination was just nearby, the ancient necropolis of Naranjestan. Carved high into the cliffs, these massive tombs date back more than 2,500 years to the time of the Achaemenid Empire. This site served as the final resting place for some of Persia's most powerful kings. Among those buried here are Darius I, Xerxes I, Artaxerxes I, and Darius II. Their tombs are carved deep into the rock in the shape of a cross, overlooking the land they once ruled. Later, the Sassanids added their own reliefs below, depicting royal ceremonies and victories turning this place into a layered record of Persian history. Standing here, surrounded by these towering tombs, you really feel the weight of history, a place where the legacy of ancient Persia is carved directly into the stone. After visiting the necropolis, we continued our journey to another iconic site, the tomb of Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Persian Empire and one of the most influential rulers in history. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to a brand new day, guys. We have made a brief stop here in Isfahan. You know that I've been before in Isfahan, but today we're gonna just go to the Jame Mosque, because these are my 2 last days now that I have in Iran, and here in Isfahan, Ali said like I have to see the Jame Mosque, and I said okay, great, let's go. And after that we are driving to Tehran, and on our way to Tehran we will go and visit Caravanserai. So this is the plan for today, and now I'm gonna head to the breakfast room, have some breakfast, and then we're gonna start. See you later. The Jame Mosque of Isfahan was one of the last major sites in the city I hadn't visited yet, and I was truly excited to finally see it. This mosque is one of the oldest in Iran, with its origins going back to the 8th century. Over more than 1,000 years it has been expanded and rebuilt by different dynasties, turning it into something like a living museum of Islamic architecture. What makes it so special is that it brings together many different architectural styles in one place, from early Islamic design to Seljuk innovations like the famous domes and the 4 Ivan courtyard, which later became a model for mosques across the region. Walking through the mosque, you can literally see history layered in front of you, with each section telling a story from a different period. And what made this place even more interesting to me was its connection to Avicenna, one of the most famous doctors and thinkers in history. He is said to have lived and worked nearby, making this area not only a center of religion but also of knowledge and science. This is the main entry, and here we had a water depot. They had a water depot, and here you could get some water. Back then there was water inside. Now it's empty. You can... Hello! 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 See, there's a big echo inside. So it's made for water. Water reservoir. But very, very beautiful here. This Caravanserai is amazing. I mean, come on. 10 out of 10. I mean, beautiful. Look at this view from here. You came all the way with your camels here, and then you made a stop and slept over here, and then you continued your journey towards Qeshm. Over there is Qeshm, and now we're gonna enter it. They closed the door, but there is somehow a possibility to get inside. Hello, hello, let us inside. Very old door. You cannot go inside, but here I see a small part of the door has been removed. I'm gonna leave my bag here, but first I have to get inside, and then I will take the bag, because I'm too big. You can say whatever you want, maybe too fat, but you see, so somehow
I'm getting inside. What a beautiful view. Secure. Only birds. Really spooky here. And crazy spooky. There is no one except me. I have to say, this is crazy. I haven't seen that so far in my life. Let me switch on the light.
In this moment I thought, I'm gonna shit my pants and a monster is gonna come and eat me up. Luckily there was no monster and it was only my imagination.
Yeah, this is where you could also take your camel inside and bind it here. And then you had small stairs, so you can climb up and then jump on the camel, I guess.
I find myself wondering how this Caravanserai once felt 500 years ago when it was alive with voices, journeys and stories.
I made it onto the roof. Wow, it's even more beautiful. Look at this. Woo. Amazing, amazing, guys. Crazy, so beautiful, so peaceful. Yeah, and I think all the guys like Marco Polo, they came over here from the mountains and then came here to the Caravanserai and then had a rest here before they moved on to Kashan and the other cities and the rest of the Silk Road. Yeah guys, I hope you like the small walkthrough here to this beautiful abandoned old Caravanserai. And now we will continue our journey towards Kashan, grab something to eat and then go to Tehran. See you later.
We made it to Kashan and I had one of my favorite meals again, akba joje. Honestly, one of the best chicken dishes in the world. I love the pomegranate sauce on top. It gives it such a nice sweet and sour taste. After that we continued our journey toward Tehran, which was not too far from Kashan.
Okay, guys, yeah, we have arrived now in Tehran. My journey is over here, and yeah, tomorrow I will return back to Germany. I'm taking my flight back home, and so far I just want to say thank you to you, Ali, for
You're welcome. You're welcome.
being a very, very good guide. And
It was a pleasure to me.
thank you. Likewise, it was also a pleasure for me, a big pleasure, and thank you for showing me your country that well and with a lot of background history, and also thanks to Pack to Iran. Thank you, Amin, for organizing everything. Also, thank you, Dordande, for organizing everything. And yeah, guys, if you come to Iran, definitely see the link below. Book your next journey with Pack to Iran. They are absolutely amazing in regard of organizing journeys across Iran. They have experience of many years, and they have the best guides like Ali.
Thank you.
And yeah, so come to Iran. Don't mind the media news. You are definitely very safe with them, and in general you're very safe here in Iran. Yeah. So I hope you had fun with my journey, and say good night, good evening, and good morning. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much for watching, and please hit the subscribe button.